Good evening, friends. Welcome. Welcome, Tara, Sonal, and Nina. Very nice to see you online. Friends, uh, we have some interesting news tonight. Before I start on this, let me just tell you about a very sort of a humorous incident. As you know, the Karnataka elections, state elections, is around the corner, and Congress is trying its best to outshine BJP. Now the funny incident that happened was that they said that if Congress comes to power, they will ban Bajrang Dal. Okay, so immediately the BJP took it up and said that they don't want to do anything with Hanumanji. Now DK Shiv Kumar was on a on a helicopter, right, with a journalist. I think, I assume it must have been a journalist, and they were flying when suddenly, you know, a sound came and the front glass broke. So people thought it was a stone or it could have been a bird. But can you imagine the swiftness of action in today's Kali Yuga? You don't have to say much, you know, before you know what you have said, you get it in a large dose. So this is something that I was really, I mean, I couldn't help laughing myself when I saw that. And of course, DK Shiv Kumar twisted it and to his benefit, and he said, see how the God has protected us. What my question to Shiv Kumar is that, see, how is Bajrang Dal a terrorist organization like PFI? Do you have any proof? They don't. Just to do what you call appeasement politics, they will do anything. They will praise Tipu. They will say tomorrow Tipu should should have been given a Padma Shri posthumously. So these are things that they're just trying to make this a state where Hindus don't belong. So this is very strange, the way everything that they do is not for a certain community. So welcome, Lakshmi, Pansy, Gloria, Mridula, Divya, Martin, Maya, and Zoya. Welcome. So let's start with the first piece of news. Yeah. So Sonal says, true that appeasement politics for the vote bank needs to be exposed for what it is. See here, Sonal, see, in Karnataka, they have filled it with Rohingyas, Rohingyas and Bangladeshis just to get votes. They've been given land, for agricultural purposes, and they have been given voting rights, everything. See, somehow destroy your country. Why do you not send them back to their country? They have a country. Why don't they go back? And even if you want to give them refuge, you better that tell them to sit quiet. All the time they're shouting that they will get rid of Hindus. What sort of people are they? Okay, let's start with the first piece of news. Himanshi Khurana has shared that she went into severe depression due to the trolls and Big Boss house. She shared, when I went into the Big Boss house, everyone thought that this was life changing, but that was not the reality. I went into depression because of the negativity in the house. I suffered so much that it took me almost 2 years to come out of it. I went into severe depression after Big Boss, which started affecting my heart. In a recent podcast, Sushant shared their experience in a Big Boss show and how it had affected them. Though I was clinically depressed, I bounced back. When I was on television, I would kill all the tasks, but I didn't do a few tasks, and Big Boss told others to nominate me because they knew I would go till the end. Was nominating me. I would sit aside and be resolving fights. On weekends, I'd be told that I shouldn't have been on Big Boss and been on a spiritual show. Who speaks like this? I was just honest. I do believe I was on the wrong season. Now I see a lot of genuine people. In a recent blog and podcast, Apurva and Shilpa revealed that Big Boss has been the most toxic reality show that they have participated in. They revealed how the show didn't suit their personality, and they had heard horror stories of previous contestants slipping into depression. The duo shared they had the most unpleasant experience in Big Boss in comparison to other reality shows that they were a part of. Shalin Banot had a major breakdown in the Big Boss 16 house itself. His impulsive reaction in the confession room was telecast in an episode from the show. The actor admitted that he was feeling terrible in those days and felt that everyone cornered him. At that moment, Nimrit Kaur Aluwalia came to his rescue and helped him come back into the game and battle it out. The actor also sought therapy while the season was on. So here I'm not surprised because see, when you are virtually in captivity, you know, and you are, what do you say, surrounded by wrong people, it's easy to slip into depression. But my doubt is that if if the food or the kind of drinks that you have, are not on your under your control, then that says a lot more about what could be slipped into by way of your drinks or your food. Sunita says, do hit the like button, minus 20 seconds. Thank you so much, Sunita. Very kind of you. These couple, Apurva and his wife, were once arrested in rave party with drugs. So that's what I'm saying. So my last sentence, Ananda, was that people do not know what they slip into their food and their drinks. Anytime, this thing, we've been seeing so many incidents like this. So depression is a part of the Big Boss reality show is not surprising at all. The kind of abusive language they use, the kind of culture that exists within. I was just thinking that, see, let me just see what Mohanlal's Big Boss is all about. I just put it on for a few seconds and I couldn't stand it. I just switched it off. I don't know who they cater to, these people. Maya. DK should ask, does Bajrang Dal do halal killings like PFI? Congress, which was canvassing well, now has lost all its marbles in one stroke of appeasement. Tide has turned. See, ultimately, people are going to look at what progress the state has made. You know, so some people had come to my house as well, and they were asking me, in a neighborhood that's has a Congress person. And I said, see, nothing works. Nothing has worked. And there's nobody to complain to. Only during election time, these people come and ask for our votes. Divya says, Big Boss should be renamed House of Conflicts and Conspiracies. Nina says, I could never understand what Big Boss is all about. Here, Nina, I'd like to say, and this is something that I would like all of you to know, is that do not think things are in isolation. All these things are connected, and all these things are each intertwined with the other. What you see in OTT, which I mean that movies that are sponsored, paid, and by the Amazon or Prime Video or Netflix, they are given an agenda, and they are said that, see, please promote, for example, more gay relationships in movies. So these movies will have that more of dirty language, or the words they use, or the kind of explicit scenes that they have. So there is an agenda behind OTT. Similarly, when you see live shows, there is an agenda behind it. It is all to pollute the minds of the people. Now, see, in other countries, perhaps the religion could not be so strong that people, disintegrate very fast. So it's happening very fast. For example, in the Middle East and Egypt and all that, it's happening very fast because people are not able to, people give in very easily. Whereas in India, people think twice before they, do something wrong, because our Sanatana Dharma holds us all together very strongly. So, as an example, let me tell you. See, I watched a couple of English movies, which were like fun movies, like picnic movies or going for holidays, and unnecessarily in these plots too, they would bring in gay relationships or lesbian relationships to tell us, that is ordinary. Okay, how is it ordinary? Okay, if you have two fathers, Karan Johar and another man, and they have these children, the children are going to call them father and mother, is it? And do they think that is a normal thing? And tomorrow, They will be children who have absolutely no values, or they don't have anything, and they will wander around, without any aim, and they become the what you call the uh, synergia of all eyes, and they would be given drugs and polluted. So what sort of thing are they making normal in these OTT films, OTT content? Similarly, in Big Boss, what they're doing is they're using bad language, and showing all sorts of relationship, and that to tell you that anything is okay. So what happens is they're polluting your minds systematically. I remember my driver used to tell me that, see, his son and his wife used to, they could not do without watching Big Boss Kannada. So from this, you have to make out they are hooking people, and making them addicted to stuff that is not normal. And that is to pollute the coming generations. I hope, Nina, that I don't know if I explained that to you in the right manner. Shreyasta, LGBTQ theme is going to outer. Yes, idiots and fools watch, Big Boss says to Ina. They want to reduce the population by half, hence the LGBTQ promotion. I don't think they like it. Divya, Big Boss should rather be named House of Death with a number of mysterious deaths like Shukla, Sonal, Thakkar. Very well said, Maya, because there have been very, very and many incidents like this where people have lost their lives. Nina, Big Boss is all done to spread evil and disharmony in society by showing their constant fights and bad language, and above all, to show that just like the Illuminati, everyone is watching all the time. Absolutely. Very well said, Zoya. Shreyasta. Big Boss is a Western media concept of recording people and making agendas against. Yes. Since you're in this, in this specialization yourself, you've explained it very well, Shreyasta. I was so sad to hear they deleted 10 scenes from the Kerala story and changed the number of cases from 32,000 to only three. Zoya, see, first let the movie catch like wildfire. That's what the director wants, okay? Let the message go through. Everybody who is intelligent knows that there were so many cases that happened. Okay, we are not fools to believe this sort of stupid censorship that that guy in does in Delhi. What's his name? I forget. The good friend of Golgappa Minister. So these people are all involved in such censorship. When other censorship comes, when Shiva is caught in a mobike, a man dressed as Shiva runs or on the road or goes on a mobike and smokes a drug. That time there is no censorship because you and I don't protest. For this, they protest. And this movie is so true to reality that it will shake the very, what you call the roots of your body. So please see it, friends. Let me just take a few more comments. Vishali says Netflix is full of, yes, such movies. But then they say it's natural that these feelings should not be suppressed. I don't see any logic in it. But suddenly the spurt in, yeah, it's only because of this, Priyanka. Sonal. Zahir Faketa and Bollywood company cater to the lowest common denominators in human psyche, with deviant sex, violence, anti-national ideas, dirty lingo, and other corruptors. See, they themselves are examples of it, Sonal. If you look at Ekta, she is not married, and they see that she has other leanings. Similarly, about Tushar also, he's not married, and they have children by surrogacy. So this whole system is so polluted, and they want everybody to follow what they do. They don't realize that Indians have solid brains, okay, and they're not going to follow your, what you call dash dash, mentality. Rana Ayub says India is a democracy, but nobody knows what will happen to them next minute. Like India is almost unsafe place on the earth. I can't stand. In case it is so unsafe, what is this madam doing? She was caught laundering money, black money. She was caught for it, and she was let go. How did she make such money? And if she's not safe here, there are so many places she can choose. Go there and launder money. Welcome, Ushma. Yes. So let's move on to the Next piece of news. Now, in this incident, I found that rather amusing. Shah Rukh Khan appeared to lose his cool after a fan tried to take a selfie with him at the airport without his consent. A video surfaced and became viral. The actor landed in Mumbai and waded through the sea of fans and paparazzi. Dressed in black, he was seen stepping out of the airport and waving at the media when a fan approached him and began taking selfies without asking his permission. SRK appeared to have uh, not approved of his behavior. He was seen pushing away the fan's hand and staring at him before proceeding towards his car. SRK and his manager were met by several paparazzi who were trying to take a picture of the actor before he left the venue. Now, here, friends, what I'd like to say is that I don't know what Shah Rukh Khan thinks of himself. He's just a fossilized old actor who, retired by all means, because no one is going to watch his movies anymore. See, there was a time when he used to throw tantrums like galore. Okay, not only he, even someone as insignificant as Hema Malini. I remember when she landed at the Mathura airport, she said some ordinary car had come to pick her, so she was saying uh, you know has a four wheeler, the sports a vehicle not come, or the four wheeler not come to pick me, you know she meant that why this ordinary car. The arrogance of these people is for all to see. Same thing, Shah Rukh Khan, when he questioned Priyanka, Chopra, when they were in love. At that time, he said, "You can, send me a flying kiss," you know, and everybody was laughing. So this man has been arrogant right from the start, till he was taught a lesson by Sushant Singh Rajput through his boycott Bollywood movement. After that, all these dud superstars, all the Khans, it comes from the Galit, Khans, you know, they keep saying it as though it is some, crown of glory, that they wear. Khan, it has to come from deep within. So all these Khans have become insignificant. If you watch Amir Khan, scuttering about, it's just like a small little rat wearing glasses going around most insignificantly. Earlier, he was given so much of importance. Similarly, you look at Akshay, or you look at Ajay Devgan, or the what do you call street footpath Khan. They've all become insignificant. So now their tantrums just don't work. In fact, all these actresses, these what you call these starlets and these bimbos and these what you call that item girls used to all throw tantrums. Now, the only people they latch on to, like what you call bread and butter, are the paparazzi. Because the paparazzi, their job is to get photos of them at the airport or at the gym. So these are the crucial places where they camp. And when they camp there, these people will tell them that their PR will say Shah Rukh is coming, or Malaika is coming, or somebody is coming. Then they are all on attention and say, "Sir, please, Malaika ji, Jia Khan, not Jia, Chanvi ji." So these things happen, and these people throw different poses. Earlier, they used to treat everybody with disdain because they thought Bollywood was, something so huge, and people used to just be envious of them. Now the whole thing has turned the opposite way. And for a loser like SRK, whose Pathan has flopped miserably, for him to show this is also something I think concocted. You remember, last time when Aryan Khan came to the airport, they got some man to walk behind him, and irritate him or something with a rose or something. And that too was planted. So this man, I'm sure, is another planted man just for Shah Rukh Khan to get some attention you know so this is also totally fake, just like the fake actor. Let's boycott Buddha Ki Jawan and make this Kerala film a hit. It's all in our hands. We are so powerful. Let's teach them their lesson each time till they learn it and come out and say sorry to SSR. Do you think SRK didn't want to be photographed as he looks like King Kong? Arrogance at its height. Shame on them. SRK is pushing away with both hands to prevent anyone from being infected by his flop druggy syndrome, says Maya. Khan from the yes, epiglottis. Yeah, attention seekers, absolutely. Zoya, I'm already ready to hear that Jawan did business of 2,000 crores on one day. I won't be surprised. Let's move on to the next piece of news. Now, Bollywood actor Alia Bhatt recently made her Met Gala debut in New York, and she wore a white outfit. However, a video is going viral on the social media in which foreign paparazzi mistook her for Aishwarya. In the viral clip, Paps can be heard calling Alia Aishwarya. This incident reminded netizens of the Nita Mukesh Ambani Culture Center, where Indian paparazzi called Hollywood stars with incorrect names. Social media users reacted to the clip. One of them wrote, American paps taking their Ye Shakira Hai Kya revenge. The second one said they're taking revenge for Jhandaya and Tommy. Now, here is something I wanted to uh, say is that, see, I don't know why she goes there. What is her status? All her movies are flop, except for the fact that, see, Filmfare, which was pushed by Salman Khan, perhaps even funded by him, decided to give all the losers some awards, and that is why she got an award, and her director also got an award. If you look at Gangubai, you know that she can't act for nuts, and yet she got an award. And then you had the director going all lyrical over her, calling her all sorts of names and everything. Perhaps for that also he would have got enough money, because I don't think he's doing very well now. So can you imagine on what status this woman has come here? And she keeps posing, and the funny part is that she got so stuck in that gown. Apparently, it has so many pearls in it that she couldn't move. You know, and then there was some guy trying to help her climb the steps. She could not move. Or for a moment I thought, even there she can't act for nuts. So she got stuck in her what you call blank look. So this is how disgusting these people are. I'm already yeah, absolutely, yeah. Now, moving on to Kangana Ranaut. Kangana Ranaut has strongly reacted to Salman Khan's recent India ke andar thoda sa hai problem. In India, there's a little problem, he said. That comment. Kangana assured that kisi ka bhai, kisi ki jaan, acted that there's nothing to fear about, and added that this country is in safe hands. Your actor Salman Khan has been provided with security by the center. He's getting the protection from Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah. Then there's nothing to fear. When I was threatened, I was also given security by the government. Today, the country is in safe hands. We have nothing to worry about, Kangana said, quoted by media. Salman was recently in Dubai, and when he talked about the death threats he had he had been getting over the last few months, and added that he feels safe in UAE. India ke andar thoda sa hai problem, he said. I'm going everywhere with full security. I know whatever is going to happen will happen no matter what you do. I believe that, points towards God, that He is there. It is not that I'll start roaming freely. It's not like that. Now, there are so many sharas around me, so many guns are going around with me, and I'm myself scared these days, he told media in Aapki Adalat. Salman Khan has been on the radar of Lawrence Bishnoi for a long time now. The actor has been provided with Y plus category security by the Mumbai police. Last month, Khan received a phone call from one Roki Bhai from Rajasthan's Jodhpur who threatened to kill him on April 30th. However, it was later reported that the call was made by a 16-year-old from Rajasthan's Shahpur, who was then taken into custody. Khan later received another death threat via email, which allegedly also warned Rakhi Sawant. Now, here, what I find absolutely funny is that why would Rakhi Sawant get a threat? Okay, this reminds me, of a letter that was sent as a threat to Modi ji, when he went to Trivandrum. So apparently, the letter was written by a Christian gentleman, who had some sort of enmity with his neighbor. Now, the neighbor and he had a fight in church regarding some problem, and he wanted to take revenge on the neighbor. So he wrote an anonymous letter saying that, putting the other man's name there and saying that, see, he wanted to get rid of the prime minister. So now this Salman Khan's this thing also reminds me of that. something that these people are cooking up themselves to get some kind of attention. And these are all attention seekers. And yes, the only one thing that you've said is true, Salman Khan, is the fact that, see, you are scared because it shows in your eyes, the way you walk, the way you talk, and your shifty eyes can never stay still. So, all these things show that you're very scared that someone may ultimately do what they've been threatening. This Gangu is not trustworthy, keeps taking a U-turn. Alia's formula used by actresses in 80s or 90s. The more you cry, the better actor you are. Be it Highway, Dear Zindagi, Kalank worked in favor of Alia's monotonous acting. This Gangu, yes, absolutely. Alia acts as if she is an asthma patient, is giving emotional one liners, and that one is called Amazing Acting by Bollywood. Kangana is a regular weather vane, keeps moving with the wind. Conveniently, chameleon karma is here. Sonal looks like a cheap car, has still not got over druggy Ranveer. Yes, absolutely. Raki itself is a threat to mankind's sanity. And I found a video where she's wearing nearly nothing and posing with Urfi Javed. So one is looking absolutely weird, and the other one, for the first time I'm seeing her in a conscious. She feels very conscious of herself. That's Urfi. So the both make a real pair. Let Chullu experience the fear is inflicted on innocent people in Bollywood. Can you imagine, Divya? See that when he comes out, Suresh Pancholi comes out of the court, CBI court, the first person he talks to is Salman Khan. And Salman Khan congratulates him. Why Salman Khan? What is the link that he has to call Salman Khan? How is Salman Khan linked to the Jia Khan murder case? And why is he thanking him? What has Salman Khan done for him, in particular with this case? You and I know what he perhaps could have done. Zoya, he did that death threat scenario to get sympathy, audience for his movie, but even that flopped majorly, and the trick didn't work. Moving on to the next piece of news, television actor Shahzeen Khan, the prime accused in the death case of co star and ex girlfriend actress Sunisha Sharma, recently filed an application in Maharashtra's Vasai court seeking a direction to the police to return his passport, which was earlier seized during the investigation of the ongoing case, sources said. As per the Bombay Times, the Mumbai court has accepted the plea to temporarily return Shahzeen's passport for work related travel. We are grateful to the Honorable Court that has permitted him to travel abroad for Khatron Ki Khiladi, his lawyer said. As per ANI, sources said that in his application, Shahzeen said that he had to fly abroad for shooting, for which he would need his passport. Shahzeen was arrested in December last year and was under judicial custody before being released on bail from Thane Central Jail earlier on March 5th. The Vasai court had ordered Shahzeen's jail with rupees 1 lakh surety bond and had asked the actor to submit his passport as well. Police had filed a 524-page charge sheet in the Vasai court accusing him in the 21-year-old actress's suicide case. Moreover, Shahzeen's family had earlier claimed that he had been falsely implicated in the case by the late actor's mother and further claimed that Tunisia was like family to them. So this is another very foul case. We all know that there seems to be some alleged link to this man, and he knows exactly what happened to Tunisia the day she died. And we cannot call it a suicide. Just like the many cases that have happened before this, which were all loosely termed suicide. Minaji, the person who sits next to Suraj in his car and carried his bag was Deepak Sahu, the same person who handled everything in SSR case. He's the right hand of Sandeep Singh, clearly shows Salman. Oh God, but that's a revelation. So yeah, okay. So we know what it means. Shahzeen will now go straight to Dubai and he'll be seen in the next season for BB for sure. These Khans are going into oblivion. Ma'am, I saw on YouTube about Bishnoi apparently has asked Salman to ask for forgiveness from the temple in Rajasthan as they worship deer, but Salman is not interested. Priyanka, these Khans are slowly becoming psychotic and paranoid. Zoya continues, was ordering Sandeep Singh to do everything in the SSR case. So this is something we are really shocked by. Ma'am, if you remember, there was a fake news of Sanjay Dutt's third stage lung cancer. Yes, to save Sarak too. Same sort is being used by Salman for KBKG. Yes. Please watch the complete link video shown on SSR. Okay, fine. Moving on to the next piece of news. Choreographer Chaitanya, known as the Telugu film industry as Chaitanya Master, died allegedly by suicide in Nellore on Sunday. The choreographer who had risen to fame with his appearance on the reality show D had shared an emotional video message purportedly hours before his death. Reports have claimed that Chaitanya took this drastic step to financial hardships and inability to repay some loans he had taken. Chaitanya's video message was shared on social media by fans. Speaking in Telugu, the choreographer reportedly apologized to his fans and family. My mom, dad, and sister took care of me and ensured I didn't face any problems. My sincere apologies to all my friends. I bothered many people, and my apologies to all. Chaitanya added, I lost my goodness regarding money matters, not just taking loans, but one should have had the capacity to repay them. But I couldn't do it. Currently, I'm in Nellore and this is my last day. I cannot bear the problems associated with my loans. As the news of his suicide emerged, fans shared tributes on Twitter calling his death sudden and unexpected. Rest in peace, Chaitanya, Master, an unexpected one, wrote one. Another tweeted, May he find peace and courage to his family. Chaitanya Master. Sharing the video, one fan wrote, This is unexpected, Chaitanya Master. Suicide isn't a solution. You are such a talented soul, yet couldn't understand how you could do this. It needs a lot of guts to commit suicide. You could have used that courage to solve your problems. Super angry and sad at your death. So, this is a very sad piece of news. I really don't know whether it was a suicide at all because I've stopped believing in suicides. Vishali says he looks, yes, he looks very young. Moving on to the next piece of news. Filmmaker Vivek Ranjan Agnihotri took to his social media platform on Thursday to slam the award show, where he said his film The Kashmir Files was nominated in seven different categories. Taking to Twitter, he said he has politely refused to be a part of the awards. He listed out the reasons as to why he has pulled out his film from the awards event. According to him, filmmakers are not given their due credit, and other than the stars, nobody has a face. Nobody matters. Vivek also went on to say that because of his practice, this practice film directors like Sanjay, Anis, and Suraj have been sidelined, and instead stars like Salman, Alia, and Karthik, among others, have hawked all the limelight. Vivek also pointed out that film technicians and people behind the camera who contribute in such a big way are ignored. He wrote, I refuse to be a part of any oppressive and corrupt system or awards which treat writers, directors, and other HODs and crew members of a film inferior to and as slaves to stars. So this is something I guess all of us have also noticed. What he said is absolutely true. I watched a video on forensic psychology, and they were analyzing brain scans of psychopaths and sociopaths. Such scans should be done for all the druggy cabals killing so many with impunity. Well said, Maya. Welcome, Sonia. You're from South Africa. Welcome. Welcome, Vijaya. Minaji, there is a video of Dipesh Sawant and near a cook of SSR, in which both are shooting each other with guns and acting like they're dying. It was shot in May 2020, just before SSR's death. Like they were rehearsing for something very fishy. Now, the next piece of news is with regards to uh, Priyanka Chopra sets several tongues when she spoke about being bullied in Bollywood and not getting work during one point of time. The Citadel actress revelation started many conversations and raised many questions as well as concerns around the much loved Hindi film industry. It also opened up discussions on casting couch among such topics. Now, Sneha Jain, who is one of the most popular TV stars, shared her viewpoint and experience. She went down memory lane and revealed her experience when a casting agent offered her a film and was ready to provide the signing amount if she was willing to compromise. Casting couch exists in every industry. The entertainment industry is highlighted because people have more access to it. You don't know what is going on in one's office, as you know only that much that you have heard. Here, every day you get so many updates about actors. I have a few friends in commercials and my sister, who's an architect. So I know it's part of every industry where you have to do some things to reach somewhere. There are people who offer such bulls and do such things. Here, social media plays a big part, so things in the industry are always open to the public, she said. A lot of people fall prey to the casting couch scenario because of less opportunities and more competition. Yes, I've experienced it. One of the casting agents offered me a movie and was ready to give me the signing amount and agreement. And as soon as I said yes, he said I'd have to go and meet the director and producer in the hotel, she said. The whole process will start after I sign an agreement and receive the signing amount, and then once I get it, I just have to compromise and the deal is done. I just said no, as I'm not mentally ready for all these things. I don't want to build my career over such things because I'm very clear that I am talented and hardworking, and I believe in my ability. The performance of an actor is what matters and not other services. I don't believe in shortcuts, but in working harder to achieve anything in life, she said. Struggle in the entertainment industry is never ending. Waiting for the right opportunities often affects a person on an emotional level. Struggle is too hard, and I'm struggling so much even now. There is no end to it in this industry. Sometimes you get the opportunity, but you're not willing to grab that because you think this is not the right opportunity for you. Sometimes you want some things, but you wait for good opportunities, but it doesn't knock at your doorstep soon enough. If you're not satisfied with your growth and career, then you get mentally disturbed and depressed. You start doubting yourself, and that is one of the worst things that you do to yourself. Whenever you open Instagram or TV or talk to people, you see everyone. You see everyone does doing good projects and moving ahead in life. You see every other person showing the good part on Instagram, and this makes you feel bad for yourself. This makes you mentally ill, she said. I have seen some artists training themselves every day and being part of theater groups and learning dance and working on their speech. They're doing everything from their end to get the right opportunity, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. It might be luck. I have seen people not doing anything, but they keep on getting good work. Maybe they are all at the right place at the right time and meeting the right people. It's pressure on individuals sometimes to go and meet. It's a pressure to attend the parties even when when you don't want to, and being on social media too. It's a never-ending process, she explained. So this is very true because a lot of people do not like going for parties. And it's like, unless you flaunt your body, your skin, you will not get any roles. Welcome, Purna. Zoya, these girls should act and say, yes, I'm ready to do whatever you ask me, and then go and record everything and expose them. So these evil people don't continue going there, doing this with every girl. Here again, the fear factor is there, Zoya. I understand Kankana, but I thought Vivek spent his intellect and major part of his life in taking the movie. Why he changes his stand? I'm confused. Welcome, Cass. Hi, Meena, watching you from. Welcome. Absolutely. Nice of you. Priyanka Chopra cannot be trusted. Vaishali. Vivek's brother Atul is married to Chulu's sister. There must be pressure, probably. Shreyasta. The courts constantly analyze the brain scans in UK and the West, but nothing in India. And then Vivek Agnihotri praises Alia Bhatt at the Met. He is a male Kangana. We're rehearsing something very, yes. So let me just take a few more comments. It's not the end of the world. They don't, if they don't attend parties. Yes. So with this, we'll end this session, friends, and we'll meet again tomorrow. Till then, Jai Hind. Good night.